Welcome to Classic Cars of Sarasota here in beautiful Sarasota, Florida. Guys, it's my privilege to do a walk around of, in my opinion, one of the neatest classic cars of all time. It's a piece of American history. It's called the Heavy Chevy. Now, what was the Heavy Chevy? Yes, it's a Chevelle. It was a 2-year only production, 71, 72. This is a 71. The whole concept was to fly under the radar. By the time the 70s came, the SS badging, you know, SSs came out in the early 60s, I think, with the 64 Nova, I believe, and the Impala. Yeah, actually, even probably before that, 61 Impala. But the Super Sport logo had become famous for insurance wrecks and high performance. So Chevrolet, in their marketing department, came up with the Heavy Chevy. What is the Heavy Chevy? They called it a poor man's SS, but you can insure it as simply a Chevelle. Now, there's a couple things that the Super Sport and the Heavy Chevy shared, which I'm going to get into in a minute. And I'm going to do a walk around of this particular car. So first of all, let's talk about paint, body, and fitment. The paint and body on this car is a 10. There is no nicks, no scratches. It has had a frame-off restoration. Now, in 1971, you could have got a couple engine configurations. You could have got a small block 350, or you could have got a 402 big block. This particular car was born with the big block. It has the 12-bolt rear and the turbo 400 transmission. The builder decided, hey, I don't want just 300 horsepower, which is what it would have came with in 71. Let's put a 1970 LS5 big block motor in it, and let's build it to Corvette specs. So that's what we got here, is a 1970 454 built to the Corvette specs. This car has less than 2,000 miles on its complete frame-off build. All the gremlins have been sorted out of it. It has power steering, power brakes, vintage air conditioning. It was born as a factory air car, but they smoothed the firewall. They painted the inner fenders. They painted under the hood. And just beautiful. So you've got, close the hood, going down the road, you have a bone stock Heavy Chevy with no modifications to the body, the suspension, the wheels, or anything. Open the hood, you've got a cars and coffee car is what I call it, where it's just cool to look at. You can't not like it. The block was painted engine color to match the car. It has MSD ignition, ice cold vintage air conditioning, power, like I said, power steering, power brakes. Now, components that were shared with the Super Sport would have been the correct rally wheels. And one other thing while I'm in the middle of this particular car is running the Firestone wide oval radials. That it looks like a bias ply tire. That is a radial tire bought from Coker. They are brand new. They have less than 500 miles on them. The correct Heavy Chevy stripe is correctly applied. The Heavy Chevy emblems or badging is on the car everywhere it should be. It has the correct rally mirrors as per Heavy Chevy. And this is the other thing that it shares with the Super Sport would have been the bucket seats, the center console with the big block, horseshoe shift turbo 400, and the round gauges. Now, if you're looking at another car and it's got a square gauge package, it's not a Super Sport. So it's either one of two things. It's a Heavy Chevy or it's a SS. Like I said, this car is born as the Heavy Chevy. You can see the detailed in the door jambs. Look at how nice that is. There's been no body filler or nothing mudded up. It has its original GM sheet metal on the car. And it rocks and rolls. So let's start it up for you, and then I'll finish doing the walk around. So it's got 2,046 miles on its complete build. Center, it's got seat belts, factory GM seat belts, center console, horseshoe shift, got the vintage AC, tachometer, got your amp gauge, your temperature gauge, your fuel gauge. Now it's cold. Now this is a big block. I like starting them all up cold because everybody wants to hear them cold. Got that nice LS5 cam to it. And I'll tell you what, it's smooth and it's balanced. There's no, the car's not sitting there shaking. But man, oh man, listen to this thing. Let me get behind it so you can hear them both. Get the light on there. 12-volt rear. And also, the big block cars would have shared the box control arms on the rear diff. This one has the factory box control arms still on it, so it would have been with the turbo 400 and the big block. But man, oh man, she is a beauty. I will tell you, there's a lot of cars in here. Classic Cars Sarasota sells over about 500 cars a year. They have everything from Corvettes to modern Corvettes to Shelby, GT500s, and it goes on and on. This particular one is rare. You're not going to see one at another car show. It will go down the road at 70 miles an hour, no problem. It has a 342 12-volt in it, and just, I love it. It just got the right sound to it. Listen to it. Up it in the hippity, 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 hippity hop. I call it the hippity hop. The horse hippity hop. There is no rust. The bottom of the car looks like the top of the car. She's beautiful. We have the bulb pulled. The dome light works, guys. We always pull the dome light bulb out because people leaving doors open here. They walk through our building. Now, if you're looking at this car, we welcome inspectors. We also offer financing on all of our cars here, and we can ship door to door for you. So, if you're looking at this car, say, hey, how do I get it? Talk to Kayla in the office at the 941-355-1955. She gets you a quote to your door. We ship worldwide. So if anywhere in the world, we've sent cars all over the United States, all over the world, to Germany, France, England, Spain. I think the only place we haven't been is Russia and Cuba. But look at that car. It's got the right stance. Air blows ice cold, no issues at all. Bone stock suspension, heavy duty rear coils, heavy duty front coils with the sway bar. Everything that you would do to it has been done. This is roll it out of the trailer and take it to the car show the day you buy it. Call us, 941-355-1955. Go to our website, classiccarsofsarasota.com. Or our other address, cleanclassiccars.com. A little shot of our shop. Guys, we are a full service dealership. We specialize in C2 Corvette. Excuse me. You can see by the shop over here. But we have a lot of cars. I know I'm spotlighting the Chevelle, but I also wanted to give you a little shot of us. And I might as well just show, I know somebody's gonna ask, can you turn on the headlights, Chris? Yeah, all right, there you go. Headlights are on. Got the GE halogens in it. Badass car. This is one of my favorites of all time. I've been doing this for over 35 years. This one gets my blood pumping. I love this car. I hope you will too. This will make a nice addition to anybody's collection, whether they're a first-time buyer or they have other cars in their stable. You're not going to see another one. Thanks for watching.